Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Guile here, and welcome back to the Forged Alliance Forever promotional series. Custom 5v5, pretty much average Joes, and I'm shocked actually. I'm not shocked, I do it all the time, but I'm cross with myself that I didn't put average Joes in the scrolling bar there. Nothing but ineptitude already right from the outset, but it's what you guys are used to. Thank you so much to everybody who helpfully participated in that poll that went out on the community page the other day after the last cast. I got something like 1,300 responses, something like that. There it is, 1.3k votes. That's awesome. Gives me a really nice broad sense of where everybody's at. And I've also got a lot of helpful comments as well, lots of advice. And on the back of that, I do want to proceed with some kind of program like this, but it won't be through YouTube. A lot of people making a very valid point that essentially doing it this way will just feed the evil YouTube, Google corporations, and they're quite greedy enough as it is. They don't need any extra assistance on that front, taking a whopping 30% of the membership fee. Whereas if we do it through Patreon, and there is actually a way to do it through Patreon, you can do it as long as you guys don't mind accessing Vimeo. I can set up a Vimeo account and do VIP videos through to Patreon subscribers through there. And it's always bugged me that I've never had or never come up with a real viable way to reward everybody who's helpfully donated to the campaign. I really appreciate it, and it's time that I gave something back. So that's probably what we're going to go with, guys. Hopefully having to go to Vimeo won't be too much out of your way. But lots of people as well, a lot of people who either went for the abusive no or the non-abusive no, were suggesting that they were worried that a lot of the content, the best matches might move across. No, that's not what's going to happen at all. I'm going to try and keep... It doesn't make sense when you think about it, because A, the whole purpose of the channel was to try and keep the game alive. That was the primary function, and in order to do that, the channel needs to grow, right? We need to keep getting new people in playing the game. So it makes no sense to shift all of the good content away. So I want to keep the main channel on YouTube pretty much exactly as it is, with a similar sort of game content coming out, obviously with any improvements that you guys give me suggestions for from time to time, but just working a little bit harder, trying to get a little extra content out there for people who support the channel. So that's the idea, guys. So rest your fears, put them to one side. Nothing scary or malign is going to come out from this. And yeah, I don't want to sell people short who aren't in a position to contribute either. I want to make sure you guys still have the entertainment that you so rightly deserve, because let's face it, all of the ad revenue helps as well, such as it is. But every penny helps, to coin a phrase stolen from a certain supermarket. Other supermarkets are available. Enough of that. Let's get on with today's game. As we said, it's going to be average Joe's day today. It's going to be custom 5v5. It's going to take place on Canis 5v5. I'm ready. You guys are ready. And the players are sure as hell ready. So let's go on over to the game zone and see how they're going to get on. Ka-ching! Instant loading. That's what we like to see. Let's take a look at our players. Up here at the top is Team 1. Down here at the bottom is Team 2. Going first for Team 1 up at the top left, it's Alesav Look. No, so what is it? Alesav Oles Savluk. Oles Savluk. We're going to call him Oles for today. He's our first spiky space socialist. He's going baby blue, opening first land. So that's Alessa. Try to remember that going forward. Next up for Team 1, it's Icy Nightmare. And he is going Aeon in Ferrari red, opening first land. Team member number 3, rearguard air position in Halib orange. It's Sodi, or Sodi as we're going to be referring to him today. Going Seraphim, opening first and second air. Team member number 4 down here, it's Mr. Blackhawk. He's going Seraphim as well, and this time in electric blue, and he's opening first land. Last but not least, up at the top right, it's Stelix, and another Seraphim in combat. No, sorry, Lurid green this time, opening first land. So what have we got? 1 Aeon, 3 Serra, and 1 Cybrin. An abundance of floaty, naughty to try and disregard the impediments of the river there for Team 1. They range from 1 a 1100, a 1200, a 1400, two 1100, sorry. 1 1200, a 1400, and a 1500. Let's check out Team 2 down here at the bottom in fecal brown. First of all, it's LCR, another Fim. He's opening first air, this time going second land. Team member number 2 above him, Aesthetic of Hate in Pontiff White. How very interesting. Going Cybrin going first and second land. Team member number 3 to his southwest, Padlek, our first UEF of the day in Elephantine Grey, and he opened first air. How very sensible. Team member number 4, Combat Green, already on his way towards the centre. It's Kohek, another Cybrin, and he opened first land. And last but not least, where is he? He's gone. He disappeared. We're going to have to get a mini-map up. There he is, pushing on his way over to the west. It's Adamis and another UEF, this time in Mellow Yellow, opening first land and going second land as well. So there we have it. Team 2 consists of 3 1100s this time, a 1400 and a 1500. Gain quality at 93%. That's what we're happy with. They're 1260 versus 1214 in cumulative averages for the team global rankings right there at the bottom. Excuse me. So typical advancement of game on Canis. You're seeing the ACUs leave the main base. Who's pushing over where? Adamis, as we said, pushing out towards the middle, not going straight over here south, but pulling up around through the aperture first. And actually, I like that. I prefer that than ACUs trundling around the back. Why? Because there's a good chance you could run into some lab business, which does actually seem to be potentially on the way. It's not lab, it's Mantis and a mole, but coming down that way, and you might just get lucky and kill off something before it gets down here and assassinates an engineer. Similar action out here on this side of things. Stilix going for 3 land factories around that mass extractor in the is that section now? It's kind of like a valley or a what do you call that, in between a large open flat space in a canyon. There's a geographical term for it, I'm sure. Any seriously intellectual people out there on the geography side of things, do let us know. I'll incorporate that for future casts and put your name all. Well, I won't. I'll credit you once, so that you could know in the back of your mind that that was you that told me that. And there we have it. He engages, but the hill gets in his way. Is that Mantis going to stroll out of range in time and manage to find a lone engineer? There's certainly one nearby down here, and there's another Mantis over there to the left. They do escape. I imagine Adamis will try and pull those engineers to safety, but it's always a difficult ask, and he's not going to try and chase, because let's face it, you can't when you've got the ACU. It doesn't work because they are faster than you. There's the enabling of the mini-map. Apologies for getting that one wrong there. Pushing north of the river now, Aesthetic of Hate in amongst the mass field and the trees just north of that little causeway there and the middle river. Not a stone's throw away further than Mr. Blackhawk just over here to his left. Gun upgrades on the way for both Icy Nightmare and his teammate over here, Sodi. 9% done there with Sodi and 89% done there with Icy. So he's going to have some extra firepower when he finally pulls that comm out of the base. One Mantis wailing away down on that bottom left mech, and continues to move forward just to make sure nothing's sneaking up behind him. Does manage to kill that off. That will be the end of his escapade, I imagine, once these 2 strikers find him. If they do, we can have some assistance there from that snoop before too long. Up to the river, Kohek taking a bit of damage from some floaty business there. Icy getting his auroras out and hanging about on the river like it's cool, putting some damage in on Kohek. He's lost a couple of thousand hit points there, but repping up nicely. That gun upgrade's going very slowly for Blackhawk, taking a long old time. Icy completed his, moving forward. He's got a couple of upgrades on there, in fact. There's that one. I did forget the symbol for the Aeon. Don't have cloakiness today. There's the gun. What is that? Enhanced sensors. I should know that by now. So extra intel there for him. Dharma is still fending off occasional attacks from random Mantis, which are having some measure of success down in that bottom left-hand corner. Aesthetic of Hate getting an upgrade there. You see what it was? He's starting a gun upgrade. For some reason it doesn't always work with the counter the notify mod. Pretty good on the whole though. I think we can all agree. Icy picking off a couple of Medusas hanging about at the river there, belonging to Kohek. Check it out. Icy getting involved in the naval side of things. I always enjoy that on Canis. Very restricted movement, obviously, for what you create in that middle section, but get out some naval vessels. It really does give you a large area coverage for some damage that you can put out. T2 upgrade on the way for Stilix. 45% complete there. Still, just a few little engagements whittling away over here in the west. Armis has his manufacturing facilities up. They're going to be pumping out spam. That will be the end of those run-bys, presumably. Aurora's getting work done with some nice micro, meanwhile, from Icy, who's looking very aggressive here at 7 minutes, bearing down on the forward hydro belonging to Kohek. Picks off the engineer standing nearby, grabs a mobile anti-air while he's at it, and there's the comm as well with that gun upgrade. Sniper comm in action. Look at that range, battering down that hydro. That's got no chance. Throws in an overcharge for good measure. Kohek said he wants none of that. Wanders away. Sensible decision, really. So, give you an idea of how the teams are stratified. That's what the front line looks like. Team 1, represented by the greens and blues, sitting on a little more than 50% of the map for the time being. Let's check out mass totals. Team 2 actually ahead, though, in Eco. 208 versus 170. Not terribly surprising, since it looks like Team 1 are being a little bit more aggressive. Team 2 sitting back, teching up their mexes and whatnot. Kohek already working on a T2 power generator. Compare that to his mirror up here, Blackhawk. Just about to get his final mechs up to T2, but we're near T2 power production as yet. Darmis moving forward, and now it's his turn to dish out some of the pain for that early harassment from Alessa. Alessa rooted to the spot on an upgrade as well. He's working on T2, that's about 50% done, so all you can do is fire when they come into range. Has got a T1 PD though to help ward this off, so it's all going to come crashing down. He doesn't have to cancel that upgrade or anything. But check out Icy, super aggressive now with the sniper comm, just taking this early opportunity to wail away at Kohek. Kohek sitting there in the river with his con on around 7,400 hit points. Static of hate just over to the right as well. I'm wondering if he shouldn't be pulling his comm over here to assist Kohek, but he's got his own troubles coming his way. Blackhawk looking aggressive as well, and he's got gun upgrade as well as T2 engineering suite on board that comm. Pretty dangerous as far as it looks, but that's a solid defensive line that Static of Hate has got up and running. Surely Blackhawk isn't going to want to push that. Maybe he is. He's got the extra hit points. Going to take some pot shots at it. An awful lot of build capacity out here for Aesthetic. Well, he's got some further up. Looking at the front line of T1s. He does have a decent number back here working on the Cerberus turrets. Blackhawk does withdraw, but who doesn't withdraw? That's Icy. Just sitting out of range quite comfortably, picking off these defenses, hoovering up the mass as he goes. Some suicide Zoos have moved up as well. And now take a look at where we're at. Huge bulge in the front line. Major pressure coming right down the middle from Team 1. A Zooey rush from Sodi. Moving in over here. Potentially targeting static defenses of Aesthetic of Hate. Sodi's turn to walk up and try and knock down some of these defenses. This is seriously aggressive stuff from Team 1. They clearly have a group strategy of go hard with your ACU or go home. Cerberus turret's not the greatest defensive power in the game. Sodi is taking a hammering. Got a Rankin vet. Gives him a little bit more room, but Black Hawk down here, he's got some T2 PD that they can fall back to. Aesthetic of Hate trying to stall this attack, but it's very limited with what he's got to work with. Getting some assistance in form of Zooey spam over here from LCR. LCR trying to finish a gun upgrade. He's nearly 50% done there, but there's ground being lost all the time by his teammate just over to his left. 60% done. If ever they needed an ACU with a gun upgrade, it was now. 69% done there for Icy on a shield upgrade. Going to make that comm even nastier. Meanwhile, over in the west, Adamis and Alessa trading ranged exchanges over on the plateau. TAC missile battery completes and immediately fires. That's going after the structures down here. It is tactical missile defense, however. Buzzkill lying in wait. Splitter missiles. Even they don't manage to sneak one through against that doubled up defense. Padlek moving out with his comm now. The offense continues. Icy Nightmare nearly with that shield upgrade. Yet more floaty naughty inbound. Ignoring the river. He never finished that. He didn't actually finish that, so it looked like he recycled that naval yard and went a different way. This hard ACU push. LCR now involved with his comm. He's got the upgrade, he's got the T2 engineering suite. Needs to be careful though. There's two ACUs here. Yes, Sodi's taken a bit of a battering, but still a lot of damage potentially. Aesthetic of Hate has repped up nicely. He's got gun. We are now backed up at the causeway, Team 2. New defences going up at the mountain's main base. So Icy did pump out a couple of submarines with that naval yard and then presumably recycled it. And here he comes, shielded, improved sensors, and the gun upgrade. Sodi on 5,000 hit points, needs to be careful. Triad over here was giving him grief, but Black Hawk takes that down. Sodi into the red, LCR pushing, but he can't carry on pushing. He's deep in the yellow himself, 5,100 hit points there. A lot of spam coming south though from Team 1. 4 ACUs right in this area for Team 2. The only one that's not present is Adamis, who's migrated away from that plateau in the southwest into the main base. Oh, what a mess. The pressure just continues unabated. Icy Nightmare's shield has been depleted. All these ACUs from Team 2 just trying to keep up with the flow of spam now that's breaching deep into their territory. batteries up here. Baddies sneaking in through the side door now. Nano repair on the way for Black Hawk. These little telltale signs. Advanced nano repair on the way for Sodi. Telltale signs that they plan to continue this ACU pressure. We're now 16.5 minutes into this game. You've got to keep those upgrades coming. You've got to keep adding protective layers to your commander if you're going to keep up this kind of pressure as the tech in the bases increases and your opponents get access to more deadly weapons right on their doorstep. Ambassador out for Padlek, dropping the strap bomb on that shield. Take a while to chew through those hit points. Probably worth just going deep and trying to hit their resources in the backfield. Looks like he is going deep, but again, just going to land one on the shield. Does manage to pick off a T2 P-Gen though, that was just sitting on the edge of that shield, the outside of it. So not completely wasted. T1 interceptors from Black Hawk dispatched to try and deal with that. The old hover bomb on the way, but that allows the interceptors to catch up. Down it goes. Not the least successful strat we've seen on this channel. Not the most successful either. Oh heck. Backing up into the water over here, just surrounded by hostile ACUs. Aesthetic of Hate is nearby. Padlek getting an upgrade on his comm. Get some shield coverage from Napna. LCR. Nano repair on the way for LCR as well. It's all about the ACUs this game. Frantic, intense pace. Constant pressure. The only quiet part this battlefield right now seems to be over in the west, although that might be about to change. Darmis rolling thunder with some Titans now just hoovering up some vulnerable engineers, but it's all kicking off down here. We better go and check in. Black Hawk sitting in the water, builds himself a torpedo launcher. Needs to be careful, there are bricks nearby. Sodi taking fire from the bricks over here now. Feeling emboldened by the fact that he's got that nano repair, but I think he cancelled the advanced nano repair. That's the basic nano repair, and he's getting absolutely eviscerated by the units down here. Aesthetic of Hate finishes him off. Most of those bricks die out in the comm bomb, but that is at least a player down from Team 1 that will release the pressure just a little bit on Team 2. They will breathe a sigh of relief, but Icy Nightmare and Black Hawk not willing to back up in the face of that comm loss and instead get to work on building more torpedo launchers. They want to force these Team 2 ACUs out of the water over here so that they can assault the base, but that's very dangerous indeed. They're at a massive disadvantage now, 3v2. Another ACU down here, Kohek, that was badly damaged, just got out of there in time. LCR out of the water now, firing back at Black Hawk. Icy nearby though, definitely doesn't want to overextend. Losing hit points fast, he's got the nano repair, but it's tier 1. Got to keep moving, avoid that incoming Zui fire from Black Hawk. All of the ACUs emerge out of the water over here now from Team 2. Black Hawk goes into the yellow, 12,000 hit points there, gets a ranking vet, goes up into the green temporarily. LCR back into the water now, the last brick goes down there for Aesthetic of Hate. Still is some pressure from Team 1, continues unabated, but broadswords rolling in now from Padlek, and that's a surprise that they weren't thinking about. Black Hawk trying to get into the water now with his comm, goes into the red, 4,200 hit points there, gets a little bit of coverage from a T1 anti-air emplacement that he put down a moment ago, and that will be enough to get those gunships to withdraw. Monkey Lord on the way for Aesthetic of Hate. That would really save their bacon if they could pump that out quickly. Icy Nightmare withdrawing away from the causeway. Up towards LCR's forward position up here. But Black Hawk still moving forward, and I don't know why. There's 3 ACUs here. He's never going to win the torpedo battle over here. They can outproduce him. He's just sitting there absorbing fire at this point. More bricks rolling in all the time, and that is going to be another casualty, surely. Into the red, 2,300 hit points when aggression goes too far. Might as well just, he's out of the water, surely. You can target that comm now. Still producing torpedo launchers. Boom! Black Hawk goes down. Meanwhile, a couple of Titans from Adamis have sneaked into the main base over here for Icy Nightmare. They're no match for the Harbingers or the bricks that are rolling in either. But that's huge. It's now a 3v5. Momentum has well and truly gone out of Team 1 sails with that. Icy still determined to hold the causeway. Though actually moving his comm back by the looks of things to join Stillix in the water over here. And now they are not in a good position, having looked very strong indeed, suddenly finding themselves defensive on the back foot. Was rolling out. Anil Shiva from Stillix. You get this Ithota somewhere sensitive, that's the question. That's a lot of frontline busting power. Team 2 though also have an experimental out. It's Cohex Monkey Lord pushing out of the main base. Was that actually the one? No, it wasn't. There's another one about to go online over here as well. Aesthetic of Hate, the one we saw earlier. I wondered if it had been gifted over to Cohex. Major engagement kicking off on the western front. A couple of Percys in the mix with their Alpha Strike getting work done. That's a pretty well dismantled front line right there. Now the experimentals meet one another. Not a great engage for the Monkey Lord. As we said, he's just absorbing fire in the behind, but the broadswords latch on to the Ithota. Is going to turn tail and run. Look at this, experimentals now pouring out of Team 2's base. Team 2 who are at 650 generated eco versus 420. That is an enormous advantage. Icy Nightmare rolling home. Trying to be aggressive with some probing attacks. Just getting run down by units there from Adamis. Enjoying the unit mix coming out of Adamis from the southwest. Guarding against all eventualities, but here we go. This is absolutely key. This experimental for Stillix was helping control the action in the center. Now that's gone down. That opens up an avenue of attack for Team 2. Bricks catch a whole load of T1 spam up here along with the Monkey Lord. That does not last long. I'd say at this point it'd take an absolute miracle for Team 1 to come back from this. All of that action in the early game. Tense, gripping stuff. But now they find themselves firmly on the back foot, up a certain creek without a certain implement. All of the comms, barring Adamis. Team 2 to sit in that bottom section of the river. Strategic missile launcher under construction for LCR. Haven't actually looked at the eastern front that much. A little bit of artillery fire by the looks of things coming out of that forward section from Stillix. That's all about to get eradicated by this Monkey Lord, strolling up to the shield gen, carving its way through those defenses. The target there. LCR mentioning to his teammates tele-defense. That's based on something he's observed. Only a lesser really is the threat on that front. He's not got any upgrades going currently. The thing too, wouldn't want to be rooted to the spot over here right now with a Monkey Lord on the way. In fact, he's going to airlift his comm out of the danger zone. Got his own fighter screen to keep that covered. One lone hero ASF from Padlek, trying to get in there and shoot that sucker down. Who's going to be unsuccessful from that position. But look at that, the plateau now firmly changing hands. Stillix rooted out by Static of Hate. Stillix's main base potentially, along with Icy, in trouble now. As LCR about to walk in the side door with Chicken straps from Stillix, bombard from the sky. Weren't far off another Ethota of their own. It's a shame for them. Like it's going to complete now. LCR needs to get that photo right in here at the very least. Oh, that's a lot of build capacity going up. That's a lovely chain reaction. And over here as well, experimental from Kohek. Monkey Lord shooing away all the build capacity from a half-built GC. Icy Nightmare right by that Monkey Lord, dipping in and out of the water. Looks like a bit of ground fire going on. That was pretty successful. Just using the AoE as best he can to try and pick off the comm. Icy Nightmare doing the Canis can, trying to avoid that huge microwave laser. Switches up, and there he goes. Kohek manages to bag the kill. Ethota does get taken out over here, but it dies right in the middle of the base. Iron Storm taking out just about everything else, and that Monkey Lord that we saw at the top right hand corner coming in as well. A lesser controlled cases comm up at the top left hand corner, leaving Stillix in the center all by his lonesome. What's he gonna do? What? Got a couple of strats flying around, dropping some payloads here and there. And a small group of about 7 ASFs over here, but now it is just a question of find the comm and kill him, and they'll know where he is. Oh no, not exactly. They flew right over it there. Trying to scout up here. They really, by the looks of things, missed that one signature which popped up for just a second. Now back to normal speed as they close in on him. They must be aware. Just have to get some Omni over it, some sonar in here. Stilix right under that megalith. He's actually recycling it. What a ledge. Total legend. Here. Where exactly? There he is. It's right there. Torpedo bombers on a bombing run. They've locked onto him. He's been discovered. Like, how did you not see that? He's half out of the water, and there's the nuke. Going straight after the comm. Stilix. Control K's by the looks of things. Yeah, I think that's where we're at. By the look of it. Something like that. Well, slightly shorter one today. 32 minutes. I should do more shorter ones as well, because they are an important part of the mix. And it certainly has to be said that you get some entertaining sections. That was a hell of a bit of pressure down there from Team 1 with the ACUs. And a couple of things differently, it might well have worked if they hadn't been quite so aggressive right at the end and tried to push. If they'd just then tried to get a front up, build up some more reinforcements and carry on pressing in with conventional units as well, and not just been going with their comm, they might have been able to pull that off. But it's always difficult. You've got a lot of room to cover, a lot of area to cover. Your opposing team can sit back and tech up their eco, and actually, despite losing map control for a time at least, they can out-earn you significantly, and then you're in trouble. And of course, they're closer to all of their production facilities where they can carry on pumping out resources. So it's pretty hard. Generally speaking, it's pretty difficult to get that right, but it's awesome to see little strats, people trying different things. I often see a solid 3-4 way comm push, so that's always nice. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please consider Patreon as well. I will be putting out more information soon on whether or not or how we're going to work the potential Vimeo thing on Patreon. Still need to look into that, but I will give you more information when I have it. Now, for something a little bit different, just for trying to keep some video retention. Let's see. This is a bit crazy now. Let's see if there's anyone on FAF who wants to give me a game, wants to come and squash me. It would certainly be a little bit more interesting. My OBS isn't actually set up for it at the moment. Let's see how it's all working. So if I go to the old holding video, hopefully that's not deafening everybody. No, I think that holding video is muted. Brilliant. We can kill the replay. There it goes. You hear it going off in the background. The trouble is that, so there's 742 people online at the moment. This is the embarrassing part, where there's no one around to come and ladder me up, ladies and gentlemen. We will see what happens if we can get it. No guarantee. Oh my god. How's the that's not good at all. No, let's change the display capture to the other one, which I think is actually... No, that's not it at all. Oh, God, it's horrible. Ah! It's just horrible. Let's switch it to that one. No. Oh, my gosh. I don't like. Make it stop. Make it stop. Oh, my goodness. It's not gone well. Hobbs has freaked out. It has freaked out and not gone well. We are still recording. There we go. I don't know what happened there. It seemed to have launched a second thing. No one is taking me up on my ladder match right now. Or are they? Yes! Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's going, guys. It's happening. I'm going to get my ass kicked. I don't know what I'm doing. Right, what's happening? Like Nublo, you're about to destroy me. I've forgotten all of my hotkeys that Jaguar has patiently tried to set me up with. Here we go. God, I don't remember anything. I've had a huge break trying to get things sorted. Just taking a quick look at the map. What is the... there's the reclaim. Not too bad. I don't like that up there. Let's get rid of that. There's a Hydra right there. I probably didn't need to build the 2 T1P gens, but it's too late. We're going for it. Can't be bothered to change, so that is the nature of the beast. I'm going to get some lab play thrust at me really early on. It's going to be super intimidating. You watch. See, this is one way to hopefully keep player attention. I don't know if it's going to work, but if you're not sure why that's important, YouTube assigns extra weight to videos on recommendations when they have high viewer retention throughout the video. So that's the idea. I'm quite surprised, actually. I managed to get takers. The last couple of times I've tried to get in a ladder match, I think they smell me coming. That's the problem. They're like, nope, don't want it. I'm running very low on power here. This is starting to scare me. Boom, 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 and boom. And that's finished. Let's get the ACU out of there. In fact, I just don't like how long that's taking. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get the ACU out towards the middle. Is that a good place to put him? There's a couple of mexes. Very, very aware now that my engineers are doing sweet FA. It's time I started pumping out some tanks, I think. Any point over there. I would very much like another factory, because they're so pretty. Because I didn't go Cybran. Let's give them an assist. You know what? Let's build a few of these bad boys. How about that? I think I could do a lot worse than to get that engineer helping this one. I reckon I'm well behind now on general spam production. I'm also going to get a radar up because I'm concerned about what's sneaking up on me. Let's try and get some tanks out to different parts. The trouble is, I've got no intel, so I have no idea what's happening. Let's get a Snoop, 2 tanks, anti-air, 2 tanks. We'll set that run going, and we'll set that out down the middle. Da, 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 da. Puppy power, 10 points if you know what that's from. No googling, no googling. Oh no, he's got some air units. Ah, okay, baddie's coming over there from the left. Don't like the look of that. It's not moving that fast. That better not be his ACU. Why are you doing nothing? Get reclaiming. Ah, what is that? Oh, Selene, dirty. Oh, balls. Right.
Commander under attack.
your scabby units away from me. I need to get more mexes. What am I doing? I'm floating an awful lot of mass, and that's not doing anything at all. So that should be copying that, and that should be copying that. These guys should be out here building more spam. More spam! I'm going to run out of power at some point soon, so let's... What is it? This is all nervous noise right now. Oh, MX, kill it. All very, very nervous stuff. What I do up here generally be a ledouche. I'm floating so much mass. I'll start wasting in a minute. One of these should...
Commander under attack.
Let's get you just producing some engineers for a while. Oh, okay, so this could be... Oh, hello. No, don't get bombed. Oh, get in there. Get in there and cause some problems.
Commander under attack.
Let's get down here and get in there and let's move those in. Kill, kill, kill. No, don't die. Oh. Oh, there we go. More spam. All the spam. Come here. All of the spam now. Okay, and you copy him. How are we doing for energy? Oh, it's still pretty slow. What are you supposed to be working on? Engineers, where are you? They were moving somewhere else.
Commander under attack.
Okay, I should recheck back on what's going on. This is my first look at his base, which is over here. If I can redirect him towards this spam.
Commander under attack.
Know about it. So really, a decent amount of units moving out to start making use of some of this map down here at the bottom left. Attack!
Commander under attack.
Attack! Attack! Press the attack! Everybody attack! I've got a lot of units.
Commander
I've got some.
under attack.
Might be able to kill him off. Oh no, but now I'm running out of units. No, I don't like that. I don't like it. No, I'm isolated. I'm so isolated. All my stuff's over here. Oh.
Commander under attack.
Oh, it's all gone horribly wrong. Now I'm in trouble. Back up this way. Back up this way. I'm boxed in.
Commander under
Boxed
attack.
in and all my spam was left back there. God damn it. Schoolboy error. Well, let's face it. You all knew how this was going to go. Right from the outset. Well, in my defense, I'm a little bit rusty. Just a little bit. I lose this? No, you won it. You won it a lot. But, yeah. Highly stressful as always. That's so annoying. I threw that away. I was in a good position. Should have set rally points further up, kept more of an eye on the spam, got overexcited, didn't have decent intel around here, saw him dropping, thought I was in a stronger position than I was. But, you know, where is he at? So let's say he's 844 on the ladder scale. I'm only a 5.53, so it was an uphill battle to begin with. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. As always, more to come from me in the future. But until next time, stay well and stay safe. This is Guile, signing out.